Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Wytchwood, where today I'm going to go back to the mountain in order to take on the Stag. With the mountain being a newer area, I'm hoping that if I go there and try to complete all the quests there, it'll be a lot easier for me than to finish these last two, because I'll collect a bunch of different equipment from different areas along the way. Anyway, it's up down this way. Buck, stay back, spirit. I have nothing you want. Keep your wits about you, boy. I'm just an old woman. Oh, so you are. My apologies. One can never be too careful traveling about the mountainside. Plenty of trickster like to disguise themselves and play pranks on me. I meant no disrespect. None taken. What are you doing out in the cold anyway? I've come to collect ice berries for my brother's coronation. He's going to be crowned king of the whole realm today. King? According to him. Well, according to him, I suppose. He is the eldest, after all. He says it's his destiny. Some days I'm not so sure, though. I feel like I should be doing more than just tending to the castle's garden. So he gets to be king and you get to pick berries till your fingers fall off. It's not so bad. I like the crisp air and fresh snow. There's something magical about the wilderness. But listen to me, prattle on. I still need to collect the ice berries my brother requested. He's very particular when it comes to, well, anything really. A job shared is done twice as quickly. Let me help you before the frost bites. Why, thank you. I'm getting a bit chilly. Only need a few more ice berries. How many is a few more, my guy? Because I may have already collected them all. 10. My god. Oh yay. I was like, is there any more? Up on the slopes of the mountain, you spot a camp of dangerous-looking fur trappers sharpening their spears. No need to bother them just yet. I just want to go down this way to the forest for a sec. That's right. Just because I want to see where in the forest it puts us. Huh, okay. Any luck finding ice berries? Yes. Just look at the wonderful bounty you've gathered. He gladly takes the berries from you and places them in his pack. It was no problem at all. The stroll through the brisk air was quite refreshing. If only my brother cared as much for the beauty of this place. He's always been content saying and missed the nobles of his court. I should like to meet this brother of yours. He sounds like quite the ruler. Well, why didn't you say so? I'd be happy to invite you into the castle. The buck slips his arm out towards you in a gentlemanly fashion. You take it with your gnarled claws and nod. Let's be off then, shall we? The prince isn't accepting peasants' complaints. Scat, you old crow. How dare you speak to my guest with that tone? Apologies, sir. I didn't realize she was your guest. Don't apologize to me. I'm not the one you disrespected. Right, I'm sorry, miss. What I meant to say was, welcome to the court of magnificent and benevolent Stag. Louder and with more pomp, please. I hereby welcome thee, Lady of the Swamp. Lady of the Swamp, to celebrate with us on this most auspicious day, the bequeathing of the kingdom to he whose antlers reach the hintermost clouds and shine with justice, and that will do just fine. Carry on guarding. Right. The buck turns to you and nods to his pack. I've got to prepare these berries for the ceremony, to do some final pruning in the hedge maze. I'll meet you inside. Sitting upon a lofty throne, he's kind of hot. Sitting upon a lofty throne, the prince leans over his court of nobles. Not too many tiny cakes. They can't outnumber the tarts. And where is my useless brother with those berries? Everything must be perfect for my coronation. I think I saw him slink off to the gardens there, no doubt shirking his royal duties once again. Ingrate! I do ever so much for that little rascal, and he doesn't even bother to show me the respect I deserve. I should have had him exiled long ago, if only he weren't my brother. A fantastic idea, Your Grace. He'll be shown the door as soon as the ceremony is concluded, I assure you. Ha! My days of sharing the throne with that dandelion are almost over. It is best he lives out on his days on the mountain. Lord knows where it is where he belongs. The stag's eye narrows suspiciously at a cluster of nobles. Speaking of my brother, have you three taken care of the statue on the hedge base? Oh, yes, Your Majesty, just as you requested. Don't you worry yourself, my lord. The nobles exchanged hurried whispers, but you can't hear them clearly. I wonder what all the fuss has to do with a measly statue. Something doesn't feel right. Perhaps I ought to take a look myself. This has to be the statue. At the foot of the marble statue is a cracked and weather-beaten plaque. You wipe snow from the engraved slab and find that large chunks had been hewn away from it. Only a few words are still legible. Stag, rightful heir and ruler, revealed. The choice of words is quite convenient for our royal aspirant. I wonder what the rest of the story has to say about the matter. You pick a tuft of colourful fur caught on the statue's raised hoof. Looks to be from a very expensive piece of clothing. The nobles of the court seem to have nothing but time on their hands. Perhaps some of them know the secrets of the statue. Really? Only one chest? Boo. Cool. Okay, yeah, these aren't the ones I'm after. Nope, wrong one. No way. This way. Thank you. Shit. Ah, well, I got a rabbit foot at least. A noble woman snaps her fingers at you as you pass by. You there, freshen up my wine. Nodding politely, you dip your syringe into her glass and squeeze out a good amount of purple liquid. She sips it with her nose high in the air. There's a broken plaque in the hedge maze. What do you know about it? The plaque is the last time I help out the stag, I'll tell you that much. He was whining about a prophecy or some such nonsense, told me to get rid of the piece of that plaque for him. I tore my finest winter muff trying to get grips with that damnable thing, so I left it under the big tree in the middle of the hedge maze. You snap your fingers and the noblewoman makes a disappointed frown. She pulls up her collar in a huff and rejoins the party as if nothing had happened. You sliver a cracker with liver pate and drizzle some scintillating serum over top. Soon enough, a nobleman licking his lips and indulges himself. What do you know about the statue in the hedge maze? The nobleman scratches his chin absent-mindedly. Oh, you mean the other one the stag smashed up? I'm not really supposed to talk about it, but he told me to get rid of some chunk of marble. Terrible heavy thing. Anyway, I just left it behind one of the wooden benches in the maze. Do you really expect me to lug it all the way out of the castle? You snap your fingers and the noble immediately goes back to snacking as if nothing had happened. You stick your syringe into a plump macron and offer it up to the nearest nobleman. On a silver platter, he pops it into his mouth without even looking at you. The broken plaque in the hedge maze, would you happen to know anything about it? The noble's eyes flutter and they speak as if conversing with themselves. Can you believe the audacity of the stag? He broke it. He should have been the one disposing the pieces. Well, I couldn't be bothered to do such menial labor. Can you imagine? So anyways, I just tossed my piece into the southeast corner of the maze. Next time, he should get some of the servants to do his dirty work. North, south, east, west. Okay. You snap your finger at the noble. They sneer at you for a moment before returning to their wine as if nothing had happened. I've been working on the railroad. Just as describes, a piece of the plaque seems to have been kicked under the bench and forgotten. Buried beneath a heaping of snow, you finally manage to find a hunk of stone. And they said tree in the center. Wedged under the tree's forking roots lies a jagged piece of stone. That looks like the last piece of the plaque. I'll have to reassemble them at the Stag statue if I want to make sense of this. The nobles of the court seem to have known nothing but time on their hands. Oh, yeah, I've already got that all. You snap the broken pieces, chunks of marble back into place. Despite some marring on the surface, you can read the plot quite clearly. The Buck and the Stag, a tale of two princes. Only one destined to be rightful, the heir and ruler. The king will be revealed by the touch of the truest crystal flower. It looks like the Stag is trying to cut his dear brother out of his birthright. I wonder what's the business with the crystal flower. The Buck knows his way around a garden. Perhaps he'll have some idea. Flicking his ears, the young gardener puts his pruning shears down at your approach. Hello again. Lovely day for a walk in the hedge maze. Granted you don't get lost. Say, you wouldn't happen to know anything about a crystal flower? Crystal flowers? Why, they're very, very rare. It's said that only grow in a cave at the highest peak of the mountain. According to legend, the truth of one's heart is reflected in the facets of each frosted petal. Why do you ask? No reason. I just thought one might make a nice gift for your brother's big day. Hey, you're right. That's a brilliant idea. What better gift from the court's garden than a beautiful crystal flower? Oh, but the trek up the mountain is perilous. I don't know if I have what it takes. Nonsense. I was heading up that way anyways. You just stay close behind. Really? You'd help me? Well, alright. What are we waiting for then? Meet me out by the slopes and we'll get underway. We'll get underway. Bro, you literally said you're not gonna go. Bruh. You see the buck hiding behind a bush, anxiously watching something up ahead. What's the matter? Did you get cold feet already? Shh! They'll hear you. Look. Though the pine boughs, you can make out figures moving across the snow. They're covered in warm pelts and carrying sharp-looking spears. The royal trappers. They keep my brother's court supplied with furs, but they've been out here for so long, they'll hunt anything that moves. It'd be a shame if those antlers of yours ended up as someone's trophy. Wait here and let me deal with them. All right, be careful. Okay. 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 So I need water. I need... that. Okay. I may as well just do some cutting. Nope, not the way I'm coming. And I just need water. So I'll go into the well. And I may as well just dig up as much clay as I can. And now we're gonna chill the camp. Oh my god. We just killed them. You glance at the buck hiding safely behind a tree at the far side of the camp. Making a raven's call, you signal for him to join you. The buck picks his way through the frozen trappers. Are they going to be okay? They might catch a case of the sniffles. Nothing a nice warm bowl of soup won't fix. Come along now, we're still a way away from the mountain peak. I think I know a way up. I'll meet you ahead. Come join me when you're ready. Okay. Okay. Before you stands a looming rock face. Not even the most determined climber could hope to scale it. I thought you said you knew a way up to the peak. Well, you see, this is the Great Geyser. When the air is cold enough, the water erupting from it freezes solid. I thought it might give us something to climb up. You look into the dry crater at the bottom of the sheer cliff. I don't see much erupting happening down there. It's been dormant for a few seasons now. I kinda hoped we'd get lucky. I don't trust any luck that I don't make myself. You take a moment to ponder your situation and eye the small geysers nearby, frequently spewing steam up into the frosty air. I suppose these other water spouts all draw from the same underground source. I think you're right. They started popping up shortly after the Great Geyser fell silent. Then I wager if we plug them all up, we'll be able to make the big one blow its top again. Plug them? With what? You turn your attention to the bleating mountain goats digging for lichen nearby. Those frosty beaks look to be about the right diameter. Maybe you can coax some of them into position. Oh wow. That is a lot of cobblestone. Okay. Yeah. Anyway, wow. Okay, this is a lot of shit. Fuck. Okay. Where to first? I guess let's go to the field. No, wait. Field or forest? Forest. I need 3. So I gotta go to the other area. Okay, and now all I need is cobblestones? No, I still need more milk, so I'll go get the milk next. Shit. Where the fuck are these cobblestones, my guy? There we go. Oh. So I just need 4 more. Stop. Stop. I don't actually know. Like, did he take much? It doesn't look like it. Okay. Now let's go back to the mountain. Just gonna grab a few more cobblestones. So I really only needed 1. Alright. With the plump bodies of brain goats clogging up the small geyser, the earth beneath your feet begins to grumble. The mountain goats' eyes go wide as the pressure builds beneath them. With no other outlet, the steam rushes toward the only opening left. With a deafening boom, the long dormant geyser erupts, sending a great spear of water high into the air. As the deluge reaches its apex, ice crystals begin to form in the mist, twinkling as they hang in the air. Bit by bit, they begin to build on each other, forming large and larger crystals until it forms a great column of ice, rising all the way up towards the mountain peak. Ha! I can't believe it worked. Last one to the top is a spotted fawn. What a waste of my resources. Buffeted by wind and snow. Now then, where's this crystal cave you spoke of? I'm not sure. I think it should just be up ahead, but in this blizzard I can hardly see my own nose. The buck jumps behind you, pointing into the frigid fog. Wait, what was that? You squint into the galing winds, unable to see anything but white. Probably just another mountain goat. I wouldn't be so sure. When I was little, my brother told me stories of the snowkin who lived up here. He said if I were ever on up to the mountain, the snowkin would blow a great blizzard down on me. He said they'd turn me around and give me false directions until I got lost and froze solid. Sounds to me like these snowkin might be some kind of guardian spirits. And if they're aiming to keep people away from something, then surely they'll know where that something is. I have a notion to find out where as they do, but it will take a considerable quantity of their essence. That sounds dangerous. I'll just stay put then. I know better than to wander blind in a snowstorm. Snowkin hearts. Yeah, Cinderbox related. Alright, let's go back. I wonder how many hearts things I get from one guy. Probably one. But yeah, only one. Darn. Okay, more fireflies. And I need more little snippy snops. Wow, I really caught the one thing I didn't really care to catch. And we'll go to the well. Get ourselves some more fiber. I don't know what it's called. String. Rope. Reedy twine, apparently. Wicker. Wicker work. Okay, let's get out of this shit. Thank you. I think we're almost done. That's 100% something. Shit. Oh, hello, friend. Man, you are quick. What the fuck is that noise? Look, see how the snow swirls in strange directions? Maybe the snow can know the path. Snow cannot. You pile the mystical snow at the buck's feet and shield it from the howling winds. The flakes drift in the air like icy glitter. Oh, come on then, I'm getting chilly. You prod the snowdrift with a muttered invocation. Despite the chaotic storm, the snow crystals swirl into an icy ribbon and slowly trace a line up the mountain peak. There it goes. That must be the way to the crystal cave. He takes off after the trail like a shot. You hike up your skirt and do your best to keep up in the dense snow. His face falls as you arrive at another sheer cliff. I don't understand. The snow stops here, but it isn't anything more than rocks. Did the snowkin mislead us? Are we lost? I don't want to freeze solid. This is no dead end. Look. You gesture to the cliff where the eddies of swirling snow quickly gather. Within minutes, the entire wall of rock is buried under fresh white powder. You reach out a clawed finger and touch the pure snow. It melts away to reveal a glittering opening in the stone. The crystal cave! You did it! Let's go in before we freeze to death. I'm certain the crystal flower must be inside. Oh, please. Oh dear, look at all these flowers. I didn't think there'd be so many. I'm going to pick a whole bouquet. You stop the impetuous youth with a quick tug and mutter beneath your breath. Hold on. The prophecy mentioned the one true crystal flower. The others must be deception meant to trap foolhardy would-be kings. Prophecy? What are you talking about? I only meant to say that we shouldn't find the best single flower for your brother's coronation. Good point. Quality over quantity. I think I should see the one right over there. It's this one. It's perfect. Just look at the refraction of the petals and the frosting on the leaves. Oh, but I seem to have forgotten my pruning shears back at the castle. Would you do the honors? I don't want to damage it. You snip the brittle stem of the flower, careful not to touch it directly. Prophecies can be nasty stuff to stick your fingers in. The buck holds the flower aloft, inhaling the blossom magical aura. Wow, smells just like powdered snow on fresh pine trees. The moment is interrupted by the shrill cries of aristocrats clamoring against each other. I found them! Over here, my lord! It's the stag. In a rush of colourful fabrics and fancy hats, you find yourself surrounded by nobles. The stag steps out from the midst, looking irate. After everything I've done for you, this is how you repay me, brother. The young prince blinks in confusion. What are you doing here? Have I offended you somehow? Usurper, you thought you could slip off when I wasn't looking and steal the crown from me. You think I don't know about the prophecy of the crystal flower? Why does everyone keep talking about a prophecy? I picked this flower as a gift for you, brother. Fool, only the king can choose the true crystal flower, and you are not the king. The stag reaches down at his feet and plucks the closest flower. See, only I can... The stag never finishes his sentence, his defiant pose forever imprisoned in solid ice. Oh, my brother, what have you done? You give the mystified buck a reassuring pat on the back as the nobles gather closer. The true king has been revealed indeed. King? You mean me? You are the prince after all, and I suppose that prophecy was pretty clear. Magic flowers are seldom wrong about this sort of thing. And if you tend to your kingdom with the same care you tend to your garden, you'll do just fine. The ring of nobles crowd around the buck. You know, I never cared much for that stag myself. I think a new ruler will shake things up a bit. You excuse yourself as they bow and praise the confused lad. Long live the king! Passing the frozen stag, your eye catches on something sticking out of the permafrost. You reach down and pick up a shard of translucent ice, careful not to cut yourself in the sharp edges. Despite the warmth of your palm, it does not melt. The soul of the stag. That is the second time now I have completed a quest, and I've just stopped recording, and now I've had to start the recording again, just to say goodbye to you guys. Because I'm polite like that. So I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. The next episode, I'm going to go take on the wolf, and then we'll leave the hawk for last. But we're almost done. I'm so tired, but I'm going to try and see if I can finish this game off today. But God, I'm so tired. All right, catch you all later. Goodbye.